Hey there. I wanted to go over some activities you could do at home with Stephen to support the work we will be doing here in therapy. These are designed to help him get more comfortable producing the R sound, starting with smaller steps and then building up as he progresses. First, we'll work on the R sound in isolation. That's just the sound all by itself. There are two ways to correctly produce the R sound, and Stephen might find one easier over the other. He can use what's called the retroflex R by curling his tongue tip backwards slightly toward the roof of his mouth while rounding his lips. Or he might prefer the bunched R, where the tongue tip stays low and the back of the tongue raises slightly toward the roof of the mouth. A mirror can really help him see what his tongue and lips are doing while he practices placement and the R sound in isolation. You can try both the retroflex and the bunched R with him to see which feels more natural. An example of an activity to practice R in isolation is what I call ready, set, R. You can ask Stephen to think of the R sound like revving a car engine. Encourage him to hold the sound as long as he can, keeping his tongue in the correct position. Use a mirror so he can see what his tongue and lips are doing. You can model it for him first to show how the sound and movement work together. Then for each successful production or attempt, he can collect points or even move a toy car toward a finish line. Once Stephen is able to produce the R sound in isolation, we'll practice it in words, focusing on the three positions where R can occur. So that would be initial, medial, and final. Initial position would be words like rabbit and rocket, whereas medial position would be words like carrot and parrot. And then final position, words like car and door. I'll send home a word list with pictures to help guide practice. And then ask Stephen to say each word 3 to 5 times in a row, and you can make it into a game again. Also, like rolling a dice to see how many times he could say it, or hiding picture cards around the house for him to find and practice it with you. Once Stephen does feel comfortable with R in isolation, then in words, we'll move on to short phrases such as like, I like rocks or I see a rainbow. I'll reach out again though when he's ready for that step and send home new activities to keep building on those skills. The key is to keep practice fun and low pressure. If Stephen does get frustrated, take a break and come back to it later. Let me know if you have any questions or need tips. I'm always here to help. Thank you.